Donna and Jeff Stone.
Carol and Greg Brady.
Marge and Bart Simpson.
So sweet. It's the best present a mother could get, and it makes you look so dangerous.
The mother-son bond has always been big on the small screen.
Now, make room for TV's newest family duo.
Only they're real, very real.
You are married to a man that's considerably younger than you.
Yes, he doesn't need Viagra, okay?
Well, you go, girl.
You know, be really gentle with me, audience, because this is the first sex show I've ever done with my mother.
I need somebody.
Jamie and Dr. Arlene Heisman are radio's first mother and son therapy team.
They have the timeliness of Larry King Live.
Another story I want to talk about, one on everybody's minds right now that involves the Super Bowl that just occurred here in Miami, and that is of Eugene Robinson, a man who literally makes more money than anybody could imagine, and a man before the Super Bowl evening went down to 22nd Street in Biscayne and literally asked a police officer for sex.
Well, Jamie, a man like that has got to be full of anxiety, full of apprehension about his performance the next day in the Super Bowl, and maybe this was his way of acting out that anxiety. That happened.
The no-nonsense approach of Judge Judy.
Well, Maddie, the definition of parenthood is being fair, consistent, and available. And I got to tell you, gangs are fair, consistent, and available,
too. The parents gave them the ability to make better decisions with their peers so that when these gangs come along that are so fair and so consistent, they can see what's right.
And the connection of Dr. Laura.
Depressions are triggered off by separations and losses, and loss of one's profession and job is a trigger.
Catherine, let me cut to the chase if you don't mind. What's the family doing right now when Daddy's depressed?
Jamie has been called the John Walsh of addiction. He's a psychiatric social worker who has taken on everyone from teen gang members to grandmas in crisis. Whether a powerful talk show drama or a late-breaking newscast, he can break down any kind of issue in a probing, personal way.
And you'll see that Chelsea is very vulnerable, very sad. She might even feel suicidal at times, but her whole world again has come crashing down.
And for the last decade, Jamie has fathered the nation's first TV aftercare program, giving new lives to talk show guests.
I'd basically given up on life, and I was ready to kill myself. If it wasn't for Jamie, I don't know what I'd do.
And if it wasn't for him, I probably would be dead.
And thanks to Jamie Heisman, who is a saint, whether he knows it or not, he is. Ryan is now in treatment. He has been for the last 5 months, and he is doing fantastic. He's doing great.
This man has worked tirelessly. It is with great honor that I have been associated with you.
Jamie's mom, Arlene, is a noted psychologist, and her breakthrough new book on postpartum depression has made her a highly sought-after expert.
Medically, it has a devastating effect.
You had it in your family.
Yes, I did. It was a family secret.
Tell me about your mom.
Well, it seems that my mom, who was very young when she gave birth to me and found herself alone in Philadelphia with a marriage her family didn't approve of, with this new baby, was so despondent that she put towels around the doors and the windows and turned on the gas.
My mother is a dynamo. For a 4'11" woman, she's more dynamic than anybody I've ever met in my life. And her power, her motivation, her drive to help people around her is beyond belief.
I've been proud about Jamie in almost everything he's done because he's been able to make sense out of his life and about a lot of other people's lives.
Now they've teamed up for a new late-night TV version of their radio show.
My husband is very sick. He's been diagnosed with hepatitis C, and he also has a cardiac condition. And I'm suspicioning that he's very, very depressed, and he sleeps at least 15 hours a day, and I don't know how to handle him.
Every night, they'll take calls on a range of relationship problems, marital, medical, and family matters of the heart, and every kind of addiction and affliction imaginable.
My 3-year-old son and I'm married, but he's driving us crazy, and I don't know what we can do with him.
But unlike other call-in shows, Family Affairs will often invite the caller into the studios.
Control him, or is he going to get worse?
Well, let me just say
Control,
this.
Mother. Stop right there. I heard the four-letter word. Control a child. Do you really want to control your child?
And sometimes make it a family affair.
I'll come home from work in 18 hours. I'll sit down and watch TV. And 2 seconds later, honey, take care of your son.
Yusuf, you've heard her, and she's just said what you need. What do you think you need, and what are you going to do as the show ends?
I'm going to stay in therapy, and I'm going to resume my medication because the low period I suffered the last couple of days has indicated that I need to stay on medication.
And it's one talk show that doesn't end at the end of the hour.
Like a real-life soap, Family Affairs is truly a continuing drama.
Viewers will watch aftercare case managers help guests reshape,
rebuild,
and reclaim their lives.
I'm proud of my son, Jamie, because he started this whole aftercare business. He started it 9 years ago, and I don't know how many people he's helped through that, and he's brought it to us so that we could do it together. And it's the most wonderful feeling to see someone get well, okay?
You're the sweetest thing in the world.
Fasten your seatbelt for the reality ride of your life.
Family Affairs.